Thank you for joining me today on Mike MD's. This is a 2008 Mini Cooper S, and it has a faulty throttle body. I'm going to show you how to diagnose it and also how to replace it. The main symptom was an extended crank at times when going to start it. This customer had this engine drivetrain malfunction light come on while he was cruising on the highway, and it'll put the vehicle into limp mode, basically, forcing him off the highway there. And he tried to restart the car, cycle the key. It did help a little bit. Inevitably, he had to have it towed. Now, while interrogating the fault codes, it did have a few fault codes for the actual throttle body, which is a big help. Throttle body faults are pretty rare, so if it only has that and nothing else, without fully diagnosing it and checking pins and harnesses to the engine control module, it's a pretty safe bet. It's a good do-it-yourself where you can replace that throttle body. Now, in this case, this is an S model. It can throw some other consequential fault codes relating to boost pressure and also engine misfire. Now, every time you start the car or turn the key on, you might hear like a little noise. That's the throttle body cycling and calibrating itself. Now, sometimes when it goes bad, it'll be extra loud, like in the case on this vehicle right here. We're gonna cycle the key, see if we can get the noise to happen. You hear that? Let's do it again. So it shouldn't be that loud. So it's a good idea to pull some of this stuff apart, check the actual throttle body movement, and you might feel something there. But in this case, it has fault codes for it. It's making that funny noise. Without fully diagnosing it, it's a pretty safe bet. It's a faulty throttle body. All right, let's start taking this thing apart. First things first, we're gonna take this little screw out right here. It's a Torx bit 25. Now we just need to loosen it. We don't need to pull it all the way out. And then next we're gonna take this hose clamp off here, this connector, and then pull this air box out. Now you can just pull it to the side if you want. There's another little air duct on this side that goes underneath. It's a little tricky to get out, but you don't need to take the air box all the way out. You can still access everything inside of here.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else I should add to his RO?
No, that's fine.
No.
Yeah. Just that was towed in.
Yeah.
There's another little hose clamp down here you gotta undo. And another one on this back side right here. And the size is a 7mm. All right, so there's another hose clamp on the back side of this U-pipe. We need to take that off there. All right, and to get the throttle body bolts out this for, we're gonna use a T30 bit. All right, I got the old one out here and the new one. And there is two different part numbers for the S and the non-S, so they're not one and the same. I'll put the part numbers up here. Here's a picture of them. You can see the part number in the upper left corner for the S model, and this one here is for the non-S model. And you can see this one, I can easily move the flap here, no problem. The one I took out, it's jammed. I can't move it. Now I'll go back together with this the same way we took it apart. Now I'm fighting the new one going back in. One note is there's a hole right here, not to be confused with this angle hole. The hole right here, there's a little dowel if you look, down in there with your mirror. You can see it without a mirror too if you stick your head in there. That'll give you kind of a alignment point where it's supposed to be, because you're kind of going blind in there just a little bit. A neat little thing is once you get it all lined up, that has a little cap on that's holding the screws. You want to leave that on during installation. It helps hold them for you, and you can punch one through and start torquing it down slowly, one at a time. So it's a neat little holder trick that they do for you, so you're not fighting lining them up and trying to get them in there. It makes it a lot easier. You can see what I mean right there, where I have my bit going right through there. Punch the screw right through it and continue on tightening it down just a little bit, not all the way torqued down. Get them all evenly kind of snug, and then give them a little last twist at the end there. All right, thanks for joining me today. Mike MDs, I'll see you on the next video. Happy motoring to you.